focus on the STEM education. So we basically focus on STEM programs. We have different STEM programs like robotics, Arduino programming, Python programming, different robotics, and especially we have designed 21st century skills like AutoCAD, Photoshop as well. Now, today's workshop is about coding and game designing. We will be making a very small, interesting game that can be done, that can be played with the students of grade, all of the school students. Now, I firstly thank you, Girls for Tech and Innovation Africa, to collaborate with us for this amazing, wonderful coding workshop. And now we will proceed with the basic animation, how to use the software, how we can install the software. All things we have sent it via mail. And especially, I'll be sharing the same thing in a chat box once more time. Just give me a minute. So let's do one thing. Let's do simultaneously all the steps once again. I'll be stop sharing my screen once. Then we will use the, you can say we will sign in for the Scratch software. Then we will make a small program. Now let me just stop it this. Yes, now I'm going to share a new screen with you. Everyone, you can do simultaneously all the steps that I'm doing. So first of all, you have to open a Google Chrome. Everyone, you can open a Google Chrome, or you can use any of the browser. And here we have to type scratch.mit.edu. I'll be sharing the same in a chat box. You can directly click on this link as well. If you have already signed in, that's perfect. If this is the first time that you are doing, what you can do, directly click on create. There's an option, if you can see my cursor, create. So after opening the Google Chrome or any browser, click on this link or type scratch.mit.edu. Now, what is this Scratch? We will be talking about some of these details. So Scratch is a gaming tool which helps us students to learn the fundamentals of how we can code, how we can create their own animations, music, and more. Basically, in the Scratch, we design different things. We use logic, how we can create something, how we can use the computational thinking, and there are a couple of reasoning that we use systematically. How we can create something new that the student has not done yet. Student has played so many different games like GTA, Contra, and anything. Now, how we can make them learn, how we can tell the students that yes, you can create a game by yourself and you can play, you can publish it on the Play Store as well. Same thing we are going to do here. Now, once we will click on create here, you will see a screen will come. So this is a basic, simple, free Scratch desktop, we can say, or a Scratch software. Generally, right now, if you have not done it, the signing part, that's perfectly fine. You can directly click on create and you can use it. There's a small window that is coming over here. You can just click on close. In a chat box, give me a thumbs up or just to give me a yes if you have done this part, so that I be make sure yes, you are doing simultaneously with me. Okay, great. Thank you so much for the confirmation. Okay, I guess one student has just joined. Hello. So we are using a Scratch-based software. We have just started. I'll be sharing the link with you one more time in a chat box. You can directly click on this link. Those who have just joined. Okay, so let's move ahead. So how we can tell the students of all the age grade, like this is a Scratch software, and how and why they need to make the games. So it's not only about the games. There can be multiple stories, multiple science concept, mathematical concept. They can also learn tables here. They can make something like a calculator. They can use the artificial intelligence based project. Not only this much, but there's some extension that they can use. Now, what we are going to do here, we will be making a small animation, a small game that is going to be a little bit bigger, but we will go a little faster so that we can complete that in 30 to 40 minutes. So If you follow my cursor here, you can see there's on the extreme left side. On the extreme left side, it's written code, costume, and sound. So in the codes, we have multiple block palettes. We have multiple block palettes. These are motion, looks, sound, events, and every block palette have different code. You can see move 10 steps is a one code, turn clockwise 15 degrees is the another code, and so on. The next one is a costume. So costume is just like a dress. So if I have a school uniform, I can call it as a dress. I have a party dress, I can have a multiple dresses. Now same thing, this cat has two dress. How do we know? You can see costume 1 is written and costume 2 is written here. So this cat has two costumes. This cat is called a sprite. Here, this is our actor. What an actor does, actor perform according to the script, according to the scenario, according to the scenes that the director is providing or the writer is giving. So same thing, we are going to write a script accordingly. The actor is going to perform. So let me just go back over here. Now you can see there's a cat sprite. Now I don't need this cat sprite. What I need some different sprite. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this sprite from here. So you can see there's a dustbin. Once I click on dustbin, so the cat sprite will disappear. And then there's an option of choose a sprite. So what we are going to do, we will click here and we have multiple sprites. So we can't just select any of the sprite randomly. We have to select those sprites accordingly which we want to make a game. So here I'm going to make a monkey game. So for making a monkey game, I need a monkey. So how do we know? We have in animals, we can directly go in animals or we can type in a search option. So if I scroll a little bit down, you will see is a monkey. So I'll click over a monkey, it will be there. So I'll give you some time. You can quickly delete the cat sprite and add this monkey. And once you are done, let me know in a chat box. Okay, I guess everyone is done. Let me know. Then I'll move ahead. All right. So I'll do one thing. I'll share again a link with you. This is a link. If you have just joined, you can click on this link. Okay, don't worry about that. We have a small video of this one. After this workshop, I'll be sharing the same thing in your registered email address. And you can see not only this project, but with the another projects as well. You will be able to understand. So don't worry about that. We have two, three proper video of the projects. It's a kind of big projects that we have made, but with the students, you have to go a little bit slow so that they can make a basic animations in starting, and then accordingly, they can make a bigger games or the animations. So this one that I'm making, it's kind of full-fledged game that generally we conduct in 2 days of 40 minutes sessions. But with you, we will go a little faster so that you will be able to understand, okay, how these things work. So I'm moving ahead with this. We have added a sprite, that is a monkey sprite. Now I'm going to add a one more sprite, that is a banana. I can add any of the sprite, but right now I'll be adding a banana. So as this is a monkey game, this monkey is going to eat all the bananas here. So what I'm going to do, once I click on monkey sprite here, so we can write the code here for the monkey sprite. If I select a banana, then we can write a code for banana sprite. We have to write the code for both of it. So what we want for this monkey, first, if you can see, the size of the monkey is very big. I don't want that much big sprite. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce a size of a sprite a little bit small. Let's try with 70. Here, it's 70 right now. This seems better. And the size of banana seems okay for me. So I'm keeping it as it is. Now, what I want whenever I press a right arrow key in my keypad, whenever I press a right arrow key, the monkey sprite should go to the right side. And whenever I press a left arrow key, it should move towards the left side. That's the task that I want to perform. So how do we do? If we want to move anything, doesn't matter if it's a monkey or banana, if we want to move anything, close your eyes and directly just come into the motion block palette. So motion means to move. So here, what I have to do, I have to make this sprite move. So I'll be adding a move 10 steps here. Now, how do I know whether it's going to move or not? So I have to give a command, the initial command. I have to use an initiator. What's the initiator? We will go in events block palette, and here we will use when space key pressed. We will use when space key pressed, move 10 steps. But I was saying we have to press the right arrow key. So we are going to change it from here. We will be changing it to right arrow. And you will see if I press the right arrow key, it's moving on the right side. Now I have to write the same code for the left arrow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate this code. How? How we can duplicate? We will come to this code or this script, right click here, and you will see three options: duplicate, add comment, delete block. So once you click on duplicate, you will see this block will be there, and we can directly change it with the left arrow. And for the left, we have to write minus. So if any sprite or if anything has to move to the left side, we will use minus. Same with the down one. If we want to go down, then we use minus. Now let's see that works or not. So left, right, left, right. That's how it's working. Same thing, I am going to add a costume of this monkey. So we have three costume of this monkey. Three costumes are there. So we are going to use it. How? We will go in looks block palette, and there is a block that says next costume. So we will add this next costume in both of it like this. Now what is going to happen if I add this? Let's try. Let's see. See, it feels like this monkey is actually walking and it's making the different weird faces like this. So our sprite is ready to move. Now we want our banana sprite to do something. What we want our banana sprite to do? It has to fall down. So we want whenever we click the green flag, meaning we have to start a game, we have to start an animation. And whenever we do that, we have to click on the green flag. So that's the initiator. So when we click the green flag, I want this banana sprite to fall down. From where? From here to here, it will scroll down like this. It has to fall down. That means there is again a motion. So for that, we will go in motion block palette, and we will use, there's a one block that says change y by 10. Change y by 10 meaning, now I'm going to explain this once by adding a one backdrop. Now you will see if my sprite or if any object is at the center, those coordinates are x0, y0. That means it's at the center. If my sprite is moving left side or right side, that means this is a horizontal line. This is a x-axis. So as we see here in the monkey one, we wrote this -10. So why we wrote this -10? Because if we are moving on the left side, this becomes -10, -20, -50, -100. You will see here -200. And this stage, this rectangular stage, is up to -240 in the x direction, or you can say x coordinate. Same thing, if we are moving up, then this one is going to be a y. So it's changing in y position. So that's why I have written this change y by 10. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the green flag. Now see what is happening. I'm clicking on the green flag and this sprite is going up, but I want this sprite to move down. So I'll write it minus here. Now see, but every time I can't click on the green flag. So I have to do something so that this banana sprite is going to fall continuously. So there's a repetition. So there's a repetition in a code. For that, I'll go in control block palette and I'll add a forever block here. Now see what will happen. See what is happening? It's keep falling, but the speed is very much fast. I can't see. So now let's say if I'll make it a little bit slow so that it will move only 5 steps every time like this, and it's going to fall slowly. That's perfect for me right now. Now I'm going to add a condition. So there is going to be a condition block. So what's the condition? The condition is whenever this sprite, which sprite? This banana sprite reaches to this position. So what's this position? We are talking about y position because it's changing in y. If I click here, it's not going left or right. It's just going down. So that's this change in y position. So I'm going to add a condition block here that if y position of this banana sprite reaches here, where somewhere around like this here. So it's right now -159. So what is going to happen if it will reach here? It has to go up here. Automatically it has to go there. So what we are going to do, we are going to add a condition. In a condition, we are going to use the operator. The operator is going to be a less than. So their maths come. So if you are teaching to the students, so you will be able to understand, and the students will be able to understand, okay, this is a less than sign. So if I write 0, so 0 is less than 50, and that's a true. If I write 100 here, and if I click, then it will say false because 100 is not smaller than 50. Same thing, I'm going to add it here. Now, what is the meaning of 150 here? We have no use, so we are not going to use that. What we are going to use, I'll be writing here -170, and from the motion block palette, I'll be adding a y position. Now, what's that mean? That means is once I click the green flag, it will start falling down because of change y by -5. And if y position, whose y position we are talking? We are talking about banana's y position. That is this this is vertical line. So it because it's falling down, and you will see this is changing over here. If you can see at that reaches to -203. So if I write here -170, what's that position? This is a position. So if y position of banana is less than -170, then what will happen? It will go to random position. It will go to random position. Now see. So what is happening here? It's going to the random position because whenever it's touching here, whenever the banana sprite reaches to that position -170, it will go to random position. But we don't want to this banana to go in random position. Every time we want this banana to come from the top only. So what we are going to do, we are going to add something so that it will fix its position. So we will be adding it set y to 180. Set is a fixing block. So we will fix the position of y. What is y here? The position of banana sprite. If I click here, now let's see. Every time it will come from the top. But why it's changing X position? Because we have used go to random position. So from left to right, it can change, but from top to bottom, it will be coming from 180 every time. So that's the one script of the banana. Now, if I try to catch this banana, nothing is happening because we have not written the code for the same. Now let's move ahead and write the another script. What's the another script? The script will be if this monkey sprite, if this monkey sprite touches banana, or other way can be done. If banana sprite touches the monkey, then my score should increase. That means if I'm catching something, if I'm collecting something, then the score has to increase. So it's going to be very interesting with the students that, okay, yes, my score is 10, my score is 15. So they will make a competition. Yeah. So, okay, your score is 15. So I'll try to make it 20 or 25. So how to make a score? Let's see. We will go in block palette. There is a variable block palette. Everyone, you can go in variable block palette, and the first block that says make a variable. So we have here make a variable. So what we can do, we will click over here and we have to name a variable. Now I'll be explaining one more time what is variable. I'll first make it. Now variable is something that stores a value. So suppose if you have 5 chocolate and you have to give me 3 chocolates. So one by one you are going to give me 1, 2, 3. So I have a jar. That name of the jar, that name of the variable is score. And whenever this banana sprite touches the monkey, the variable will increase. The variable will increase 1, 1, 1. So the score here is going to increase. So how we are going to make this score increase? Let's see. Again, I'm going to write a one more script, and this is the important part. You have to write the code in the banana sprite only, because we want our monkey to catch the banana, but the point has to increase. The monkey, the banana is going to move randomly. The banana is moving. So that's why we have to write the code in the banana. So same thing I'm going to add forever block palette, and inside forever, I'm going to add a condition. Now, what's the condition that we have to understand? Just give me a minute, everyone. Okay. Now, here we have to add a condition that if touching monkey, so we will go in sensing block palette and we will use touching mouse pointer and we will change it to monkey. So who is touching the monkey? This banana sprite is touching the monkey. So if touching monkey, then the score should increase. The point is going to increase. So we will change it to change score by 1. Also, let's try. Now you can see it touches, but the score is 27. My score should be 1 only. So why it's becoming 27? Because this is touching. This is also touching. This is also touching. Same with this. So if it's keep touching the monkey, then the score is going to increase continuously. That we don't want. So what we are going to do, we are going to add these blocks here. Go to random position and set y to 180. Same blocks as we have done previously over here. Now, what is the meaning of this one? So as soon as this banana sprite touches the monkey, it will go to the random position and it will fix the position y to 180. So every time it's gonna come from the top. Now you can see my score is 30, 31, 32, 33, and so on is increasing. Now, if I click on the green flag, the score is going to start from the 34 only. But whenever we start a new game, the score has to start from 0. For that, we have a block. We are going to add this block. Set my variable. Instead of my variable, we will use score. So we will be adding this after when green flag is clicked. So when we click the green flag, it will fix the value of score to 0 like this. And we can catch the monkey. Sorry, the banana. So the score is 3, 4 like this. Right now, I am going to change the backdrop. So let's say if I add this blue sky backdrop, that's what I like, and I can play the game. And there's an option of zoom in and zoom out. That's how you can play this. But right now, if it's only a single banana, that is going to be very easy. So what we are going to do, we are going to duplicate. So how to duplicate the sprite? We will come here and click on duplicate. Right click, duplicate. And the code that we have written, the code is also going to duplicate like this. Now see, if I click, there are so many bananas and we can play this game very easily. If you want to make this game a little faster, then what you can do, you can increase the speed of the banana or the increase of speed of the monkey. That's how we can make a very small interesting game or the animations. Now, if you want to save it, how we will save it? If you are doing simultaneously, very good, you can note it down. If you are not able to do simultaneously, don't worry. I'll be sharing the same file with you along with the small video that you can see and do the step-by-step instructions. Now I'm going to save it. We will click on file and we will click on save to your computer. If I click this save to your computer, it will download the file with all the codes in my computer. And how to open it? There's a one particular way to open it. We can't just directly click on the file and open. We have to click on file and we have to click on load from your computer. So once we click on load from your computer, and then we have to select the file. We have to select the file. Suppose if I open a file, let's say if I click here and open a new file, then there's a one more project that we were doing with the one student, and here's a maze game. That's how we open a project. So if I click here, you will see I can move the cat sprite. Let me just zoom in a little bit. That's how like you can play with the game. So there's a one interesting game that we have done. So I hope you enjoy this amazing coding, scratch coding workshop. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me, and I'll be sharing the same file with you after this workshop. Let me just open that scratch file once. If you have any doubt, you can just see here. Okay, if you have any doubt, any query you want to ask, let me know. And how do you like this workshop? We'll be sharing one thing with you. That's the kind of feedback. So we will just collect all the feedback from you and we'll be uploading the same in our platform. So if you have any doubt, anything in any code you want to ask, discuss, that let me know.
Thank you very much. I liked this whole program. It was a very interesting one.
Yeah,
I always wondered how these animations, these games come about, and now I've seen, and it opens me to a lot of possibilities. And I believe the children, if we're to engage them in such tasks, they would enjoy it. My question would be, can you customize the animation, the sprites? Can you customize them to what you want? That's what I'm wondering. Like, can I put my face? Can I something
yes,
like that?
Yes, we can do that also. So there's an option to upload a project. Suppose if I have my picture, I want to use my picture in any animation or any game. So I can do that. Suppose let me show you one thing. Suppose I have this animation, just a picture. Now see this one. So this is me around 6 years ago, and there's a science museum, National Science Museum. I was conducting one astronomy workshop. So if I want to add my own picture, that we can do, yes. So that depends on, even the students can add multiple things here as a sprite or as a backdrop. Thank you so much. I got a very great response in the chat. Thank you so much.
Yes, me, I would like to really thank you for this great opportunity and eye opener. I always see people doing animation, and I never understood it. But I can see that it's very simple, and it is basic creativity and combined mathematics and other science. So I think for me, this is a good entry point for us as Girl for Tech Innovation Africa, where we want really to create a new ecosystem and bringing young children on board. And I can see that within 30 minutes, we can create animation. So that's the beauty of it. And every workshop we do, we can use it to inspire many children, many youth to join and to start now develop their own game. And that also can also spread and make them busy on the positive way because they'll be doing things that are very useful. So now the question is that I believe that we need to practice. As more we practice,
Yeah.
we'll be used to the features and to how to use this, how to apply this. Like Paul asked, if we can use our own images, our own things. So I think we need maybe to do more practice. And my question to you, for someone who is novice, who doesn't have much knowledge in science, how many sessions you think that the person must go through to have a good hands-on?
Okay. So before going with that, the time is about to up. I'll be rejoining, and everyone you can just rejoin again. Okay, in a minute, and then we will go for more couple of 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, because this workshop is about to finish in less than a minute, so you'll just join in with the same link. All right.